Everybody, hello and welcome to today's live. I'm Lisa Shirley, Community Manager for Formerly Botanica, and this is the lovely Lorraine. Lorraine, you want to say hello?
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us live. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the world, and tell us where you are in the world. Leave a comment. We're live on Facebook, in a couple of Facebook groups, on our page, we're on YouTube. So come and post up and tell us where you are.
Yeah, and now is a fun one because, you know, we talk about our courses, we talk about the brands we have, but sometimes it's really good just to see what people have created and the imaginative wonderfulness that goes into the brands that our graduates create. So here we are, just to show a couple of them off for you. So as Lorraine says, please do let us know where you're signing in from around the world. We have students in 182 countries, so we really do love to see where you're tuning in from. And just say hello. If you have a question about one of our brands, we will try and answer it for you, but just pop it in one of the comments and we will see if we know the answer. We know a lot, but we don't know everything because we have so many brands now on our graduate page. I think we have about 300, Lorraine, if that is correct. So the number is only getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, we do try and stack all the information in our heads, but we will do our very best for you.
And I think a really important piece of information to share is that we have opened enrollment. So term time is here for 2023 at Formula Botanica, and we are welcoming dozens, hundreds of new students into our community as we speak, because we opened up this morning, and I know that there have been thousands and thousands of people who've put their name down on the list, who have pre-enrolled and said, I'm going to do this. So we are waiting for you. And enrollment will be open until next week, Tuesday at 4 p.m. UK time. So at the end, we will also be able to take any questions that you have about enrollment. If there's anything you want to know and you haven't yet got in touch with our admissions team, speak to us because we'll be live here for a bit. But I'm so excited about all these new students joining us because, of course, they will be the graduate brands of tomorrow, won't they?
Exactly. And before we know it, I mean, everyone works at their own pace, but we have people creating brands in 6 months, like a year. Everyone works differently, but eventually people do create the brand of their dreams and we see lives changing just before our very eyes. So it really is very, very wonderful and very heartwarming to see.
It is, exactly. Yeah. Well, shall we introduce a few?
We shall. I'm going to let our CEO start, and I believe you have a very exciting unboxing from Comme des Jumelles. Is that correct?
Yes, Comme des Jumelles. So our graduate Julie sent me this week. I received it on Friday last week, actually, in the post. And so I have unboxed it, but I will unbox it again exclusively for you.
Double unboxing.
So this is Comme des Jumelles, which is natural skincare for mothers and daughters, which I thought was a very innovative concept. Yeah. And I have lots of bits and bobs here, but I just wanted to show you this actually before I get to the products, because I receive a lot of letters, and Julie actually sent me a 3-page type letter, which was really lovely.
That's a letter.
It's sort of explaining how Formula Botanica, she says, Formula Botanica and you have been pivotal in my business story. And I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart. And that's wonderful to read. And actually, and I've never shown this before on live, but I have a big folder of all the letters and cards and notes I've ever received from graduates. So this one will go in there with pride of place. Thank you very much, Julie. Right, let's show you the products.
We should do a live maybe with all those letters and read out some of those stories, because I think people would like to hear it.
Obviously, there was more packaging around it, but
yeah,
what we've got here is 2 specific products. So Julie launched in November last year, and she sent me her double act cleanser and hydrating mask. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. It comes to fruition.
Yeah, I know. And her nourishing cream for hand and body. And the whole idea behind it, so I've got a couple of little testers in here as well. Sorry, there's the screen. The whole idea behind it is that you use this for mothers and daughters. And so you teach your younger child how to use a mask, how to use a cleanser, how to use a cream. And I thought that was a lovely concept. And aren't they pretty?
Yeah, it really is. And I also think, I know Julie says she created this brand because she wanted to spend more time with her children, which I think is a really good point. Because I think people think a brand's going to take over their lives, and it does kind of in a good way. But she did it so she can spend more time with her own children, which is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the brand is more or less dedicated to her children.
Exactly. What a love letter.
So if you have a young daughter, this is a brand you need to go and buy, and it's absolutely lovely. I haven't tried them yet, but I've been sniffing them. They sound wonderful. I've tried them out on the back of my hand, so I will have a good mask and cleanse with one, and use the other one on my hands and body. I'm looking forward to it. So yes, congratulations, Julie, for launching. We're very excited for you.
Anyway, I mean, Lorraine has so many brands to try. You can see them all kind of listed. They're not just her personal collection. They are all graduate brands that are from people that have studied at Formula Botanica. So she is racking up quite a list.
Yes, I do get sent a lot of other brands as well. They don't make it into the cupboard.
So next we have Ornku from our graduate Alice Hopkins, which we actually interviewed, I think, for our last round of enrollment. She's doing amazingly well, and I think has just 2 products in her range, and I've got one of them here. I'm kind of sad to get out of the box because I love this packaging. Oh, she's kind of created, so you can see half of it here. Oh, there we go, same one. Yeah, okay. Love this one. Courtesy of Lorraine.
Yeah, it's a pressed facial serum. You've got the same one, haven't you?
I have, yeah. This is the one she won an award for, I think, at the Beauty Shortlist Awards.
Do you want to show us the balm? There you go.
I do. I always go the wrong way. Look at that orange.
It's stunning. So let's see what's in it. We've got Elipe butter. We've got cherry seed oil, muramuru
that
seed
smells.
butter.
That's the first time I've opened it. That is...
You haven't opened it yet.
I haven't opened it because I've tried to cover some products so I can finish some. But that's the first time. That's surprising.
It's beautiful.
Really like, oh yeah.
So a pressed serum is a balm with lots of concentrates in it, lots of actives. It's a lot more concentrated than a typical balm would be. And this is a very beautiful one. So Alice sells this one. And she also, and I've left it in the packaging, I have unboxed it a few times. She's also got her microbiome body lotion bar, which is in this incredible packaging. And I've just got to show you this because
that is amazing.
It's so interesting. Actually, I interviewed the makers of this packaging on the podcast last year. So if you haven't subscribed yet to the Green Beauty Conversations podcast, go and listen to, I think it was February 22, where I interviewed, I think it was something like packaging was literally growing, something like that. It's made from mushrooms. So you grow it to order, and you can see that Alice has had it grown with her logo in it. How cool is that? And it's fully biodegradable. And then inside, is her lotion bar. You have to forgive it. I wrap this when I put it back in. So, and it's got her beautiful lotion bar in it, which has her name stamped on the top, Ornku, and it contains, let me just bring up the list. We've got cocoa seed butter, Elipe butter, black currant seed oil, plum seed oil, chia seed oil, grapeseed oil, hummus extract. Interesting. Not come across that
is interesting. No, I haven't either.
And oat kernel oil and vitamin E. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I love lotion bars. They're so on trend at the moment because, of course, they need minimal packaging. They're very multifunctional. They're longer lasting. Absolutely stunning. So Alice is doing brilliantly.
And she has 2 products as well. I think sometimes people think you need to have 8 products. You need to launch with it already. But she has 2 and she's really happy with 2. So you can make your brand actually what you want to be. You don't need to have 50 products on the shelf. You can have 2 and do amazingly well.
Absolutely. And that ties in actually with a question we get asked a lot. So I'm just packing this away again, is how you launch a beauty brand on a budget. And that's how you do it. You don't launch with 30 products. I have seen graduates in the past launch with 30 products and it's almost crippled them. So I really don't encourage that from anyone because, you know, it's a big investment to start with. But having 2 that you absolutely love and have poured all of your passion into, I think that's very special.
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to say a couple of shout outs to Denise. Denise is joining us again from Buenos Aires. Hello, Denise. And Teresa, Jake, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you do have any questions, feel free to just drop them. And we have our team in the comments, but we will try and answer them as well for you. Okay, who do we have? Well, I mean, we have Nopalera next on my list, Lorraine. And there is so much to say about Nopalera, so we'll have to break it down. But yes, it's a lovely packaging because that's why we're here.
I think the first thing to say about Nopalera is that Sandra, who runs Nopalera, is going to be on Shark Tank in 3 days. So if you're in the US and you're watching this, make sure you watch Shark Tank this week. If she doesn't get the funding, I'll eat my hat. Honestly, I would be utterly stunned. She is incredible. And I've got 2 of Nopalera's products here. I've got her cactus flower exfoliant. So this is a scrub. And I've got her moisturizing botanical bar. You can see I've opened it and closed it quite a lot. Let me just show you what that looks like. So Sandra started Nopalera because she was fed up with people telling her that Mexican products were cheap or needed to be cheap. What a way to devalue someone's culture, right? So she said, no, screw that. I'm not accepting that. I'm going to create amazing products that honor my heritage. And so everything contains the nopal cactus, nopalera, and you can see that lovely little cactus symbol come back in the logo. It's so clever how she's done that. And every product contains nopal seed oil, so cactus seed oil. And she's created these lotion bars, which are really special. This one smells of orange. It's got cocoa in it as well. It's got shea butter, jojoba seed oil, sunflower wax, and again, that nopal oil, that prickly pear seed oil, which is so incredibly wonderful for the skin. And then, sorry, I've also got, I'm running out of space. My desk is full of products here in front of me. I've got Sandra's cactus flower exfoliant as well, which is very beautiful. You can see I've used it quite a lot actually, so it's all over the place in the jar, but it contains safflower oil sugar, so it's a sugar scrub, rice bran oil, jojoba oil, again that nopal oil. So it's really special how she's put these formulations together because it really honors her heritage. And she's had a lot of success, hasn't she?
She really has in such a short space of time as well. I mean, I think she was featured in Time magazine this year, Cosmopolitan, on Martha Stewart's Instagram, Drew Barrymore, Jessica Alba. She really almost has been grabbed by the industry because people have been so willing to champion her, which is really lovely to see.
Yeah, she's amazing. She came on the podcast with me last year, so go and listen to that episode if you haven't yet. Green Beauty Conversations, just go and subscribe and soak it all up because she is a powerhouse. And yes, make sure you tune into Shark Tank on January 20th.
Exactly. And you heard it here first. Lorraine will eat her, what does she say, hat or trainers or whatever. And we will hold her to that. Okay. So the next one we have is the wonderful Solo Skin.
Solo Skin. Yes, I've got these products here. Again, Naz also came on the podcast with me last year. So Naz lives in London, Solo Skin London, and she created her brand. Gosh, I think it's a couple of years ago now.
2019. 2019. Yeah.
There you go. So, well, maybe you can tell me a bit about Naz actually, because you've got all the information in front of you.
She was inspired basically by her own struggles. And we find that a lot with our graduates. You know, you have something and you look at what's actually out there in the industry and it just doesn't do it for you. And you realize you can actually make something yourself. And it's a lie the industry has kind of been telling us, really. And I believe she started with 2 of her products and now she has 7. So she's gradually like scaled up a bit. And she basically focused her brand on sorting out her own skin issues, a little bit of eczema that she had that she really wanted to get rid of. And now she has, and now she's inspiring other people to actually go out there and create their brands for themselves. So she really is fantastic. I think we interviewed her, didn't we?
I did, yes. It was so humbling to hear her story because she was talking all about how she she said she just launched an eye oil and she'd sold 500 units in the previous 3 months. She was so excited about that.
I remember that.
Yeah, and she was talking about how running her brand had brought in a supplementary income that had helped her family so much, and it had allowed her to take a longer maternity leave from her day job, and she'd spent more time with her children. And she said it's just been the best thing she ever did, and the confidence it's given her has been so incredibly inspiring to watch as well, because Naz didn't want to be visible when she started her brand.
I put that in my notes. She credits you actually, Lorraine, with actually telling her that she needed to be more visible with her brand, and because of that it changed the game and she was able to scale up to 7 products and have the successful business that she does.
Yeah, she's a powerhouse, and I absolutely love what she stands for. I love what she's doing. And as I said, she was on the podcast with me, I think in September, October last year. So again, go listen to that episode because she's amazing.
Yeah, we're almost giving you homework here, guys, but it will. There's value there, so don't worry. Just keep a little list. Absolutely. Okay, so the next one we have, I love this next one. This one is Robin Skincare.
Robin.
Yeah.
Right.
Lorraine has too many on her desk.
Yeah, you can't see it here. I've got lots in front of me. So first of all, I've got Eleanor runs Robin Skincare. I've got her balm here, and I have this permanently on my desk actually, and I do not say this lightly. This is the nicest balm I've ever been sent, and I will use the whole thing right until the bottom. It's just so smooth. It is incredible. But the thing I love about Eleanor's formulations is that all of them contain bakuchiol. which is heralded as a botanical alternative to retinol. So I've also got Eleanor's Robin Skincare's Limitless Facial Oil here, which again is beautiful and contains that bakuchiol. Look at the color on that. Just
Yeah,
gorgeous.
that is gorgeous.
I love the packaging as well. It's so chunky and satisfying to hold in your hand.
I think that one and the one you were just holding up, the balm, are the two that are being championed at Sephora UK, which is where she's now stocked because they're selling so well, which is incredible. She used to work in marketing, and then kind of similar story. You know, she didn't really have enough time for her family. And she said to me, you know, I don't know where my kids are sometimes. I want to be at home working on my brand, like knowing what they're up to and doing something towards a dream that I've had for a long time. And now she has been running her brand full time for the last 2 years. So it's incredible.
I love it. I didn't know she was in Sephora. That's so exciting.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Eleanor. I've also got Robin Skincare's Limitless Facial Oil here. You can see again, I'm a good chunk into it.
That's a good size.
Yeah, I love it. Now, normally when I get sent graduate products, I try not to use them all up because obviously I want to show them on lives. We use them in videos, but I have to admit I'm really, really struggling with Eleanor's because they're just so lovely. So yes, if you need a new cleanser or a new facial oil or the best balm you'll ever buy, where have I put it? Here. Robin Skincare is the place to be.
Nice. I just want to flag a comment here from the lovely Maura, who says, I'm a student of Formula Botanica and they're absolutely fantastic. Go for it. So thank you, Maura. Obviously referencing our enrollment, which is open now. So yeah, thank you so much. It really is so lovely when we actually hear from our students and get, you know, the feedback from you guys. So thank you so much.
Yes, enrollment will be open until Tuesday next week. So we've literally just opened. We're welcoming in new students. It's going to be so exciting for all these new people who are coming into our community and learning how to formulate and maybe even creating a brand if they want to start one.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so next we have the wonderful Kiss Kiss Goodnight. What a great name.
Yes, I love Kiss Kiss Goodnight. I love Shelley, who creates Kiss Kiss Goodnight. Now, I have 2 of her products here. I don't have her full range yet. I need to get hold of the newest ones. But Shelley is a mother of 4 and started a brand in between, I think, child 3 and 4. No idea how she did it, just no idea. And she has created the most incredible mother and baby skincare range. These are some of the nicest formulations I've ever been sent. I mean, just her 3-in-1 baby bath gel, it's beautiful and it's only got 5 ingredients in it. And it turns to milk when you add it to water. And she's got lots of other ones as well. Like we've got this melting balm cleanser. I've got a couple of other creams over on my shelf as well. She's got these really colorful bath time gels now, I think, in like red and yellow and blue that you can play with. And yeah, she's phenomenal. She's in, I'm going to say North Carolina in the US.
Yes, that's correct. And she also makes a habit of putting reviews up on her Instagram as well. So I know that people, our team are kind of tagging the Instagram brands that we're saying now. So go and check that out because she does put the most amazing reviews up there. And people do not leave a review unless they mean it. You know, people will not take that time to actually do that unless they really mean it, especially when they're putting products on children and things like that. So yeah, it is such a fun Instagram account. So we do recommend you go and check that out. Check them all out, but you know, if you have a baby, definitely check that out.
And sorry, just to interrupt. And also come and check them out in our graduate gallery, because I know the team's sharing Instagram links, but we can also share some of the links to the gallery where people will be able to actually read their full profile on our website and then also see all of their social handles and web page from there. So yeah, come and check it out.
I just have to say as well, for Kiss Kiss Goodnight, they just won Best Baby Care with the Beauty Shortlist Awards, which is amazing. So well done. Round of applause.
Not surprised in the slightest.
Not surprised at all. Okay, the next one we have is the wonderful Kaylee Beth.
Kaylee Beth. Yes, I was sent these in the last few months, actually. Lovely. So look at these. Let me see, check I've got them the right way around.
I love that. I think that she posted now online classroom actually, and that packaging just went crazy.
Yeah, isn't that clever? So we've got 2 shave balm bars, and I'll show them to you in a minute. I've got a shave balm here and then an aftershave balm. And so they're targeted at women, I believe, because initially I thought, oh, these for men as well. But no, they're for women because we shave too. And they're just lovely, solid bars that you glide onto the skin. I love the way she's got the CB in there for Kaylee Beth. And they contain, let me tell you, what have we got? We've got cocoa butter, aloe vera leaf juice. We've aloe vera gel. is the word I'm looking for.
Close.
Coconut oil, olive oil, calendula. So lots of really nice soothing ingredients in here, which is really clever. And then the aftershave is very similar, but this one's a little bit heavier. So it's got cocoa butter, beeswax, coconut oil, again, that calendula in there, which is really, really good, as well as, I believe, comfrey extract, which is quite interesting. So all really, really soothing ingredients, which is, of course, what you want when you've been shaving your legs.
And Kaylee's great as well. She kind of scaled it up. She started with our main diploma and then decided to add on more courses as she went, and was working on her brand at the same time, which is totally achievable. Modeling that expertly, Lorraine. Well done. I have a note here. She'd won the Health and Wellbeing Award, the Beauty Shortlist Award, and the Pure Beauty Global Awards for the products that Lorraine has just held up, and I think maybe more as well. So that is absolutely incredible in a really short space of time. So it is completely, totally achievable. So well done, Kaylee.
Exactly.
Okay, we have another big hitter next. We have the wonderful Bybee.
Oh my goodness. Well, there's a lot we can say about Bybee.
Yes, there is. Oh, I have a Bybee as well. I totally forgot about this. I don't know what you've got, but I've got the
I've got everything.
Oil booster. Oh, here we go. Lorraine has everything I've got. The Cactus oil booster.
I've got absolutely everything that, almost everything that Bybee have, actually. In fact, I've used this one so much that the lettering's worn off the packaging. Yeah,
that's just a sign of a well-loved product.
So Bybee was started by Elsie and Dominica in the UK, and they studied with us back in 2015, 16, I'm going to say.
I want to say yes, and launched in 2017.
Yeah, and they launched, initially they had a different name. They've gone through several brand iterations, but Bybee stands for By Beauty Insiders, Bybee, and it's not always easy to find a 4-letter brand name. So the fact that they have one and the domain for it's quite special, actually. Yeah. And they have been going for a few years now. They're doing incredibly well. You can probably see all those colorful ones behind me here on my left. Those are all Bybee products because they've launched so many products now. But they have raised, get this, over $10 million in investment funding, and their stocks in Sephora, across Australasia. They're in Boots
Target,
in the UK,
Target, Finland, Holland and Barrett.
1800, yeah, Holland and Barrett, 1800 targets, I think, in the US.
That's correct. Yeah,
very, very impressive.
Yeah,
and their packaging is so on trend for the times. It's really colourful.
It really does stand out. They've gone through a few variations and now they've come to this. It really has changed the game and like put them really at the top of the list, and they're only getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So it really is amazing to see them.
And one thing that they do, which is really quite innovative and simple, is that we've just enrolled a new student.
Nice.
That's our real-time.
You should explain what that is, just in case people don't know.
They make boosters. So you just showed the bakuchiol booster.
Yeah.
I've got the CBD one. I've also got a blueberry seed oil, strawberry booster. And these, you add them to your lotions or masks or cleansers or whatever you want a boost of, and you can just get your, like, this is the CBD one, and you just open it up and then you drop a few drops in. That was nice and gloopy. Do you see that? And it's nice to just sort of like boost your moisturizer for the evening, for instance. And I absolutely love the bakuchiol one. I think that's probably their best seller, actually.
Yeah, that's the one I've got as well. Okay, running up next, we have the wonderful Whimsical.
Right. So
wonderful brand from Singapore.
Yes, I was sent quite a few bits with this one. So let me just shift a few things around on my desk. First of all, I was sent Whimsical's Miracle Pore Multi-Active Serum, which came in this box.
That looks good.
And then I took it out. I have it here. And this is a beautiful oil serum, which contains, wow, we've got Subaka seed oil. That's camellia, right? So tea seed oil, prickly pear, grapeseed, avocado, amaranth, evening primrose, pomegranate, bakuchiol, goji berry. Wow, there's loads in here. Rose hip, carrot, raspberry, sea buckthorn. I could go on. But here's the really cool thing. First of all, let me show you the actual serum itself, which is a very beautiful color. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can.
It's green, and it smells. Oh, it smells very herbally. It's lovely. And then with that, I was also sent a hairband, as well as such a mess in front of me, I can't get to it. I was also sent a lift and sculpt roller. Look at that.
So that is amazing.
Roll it onto your face at the same time. And it's very glittery.
I think the one you just showed as well, they actually won the Harper's Bazaar Beauty Award for 2022. So that is,
Amazing.
just fantastic. And I just want to say as well, we do help everyone with this. We're obviously with the ingredients because that's what we'll be studying, but the packaging, where to find suppliers, we do guide you. We don't just like send our graduates out and they find, these people themselves. We do help you along the way as well. So
Yeah, absolutely. We have a business diploma, our diploma in beauty brand business management, which walks you through all of the various stages in getting set up, basically, and thinking about branding and marketing and selling and retailing, distribution and financing and everything that comes with that. And so a lot of the brands who start nowadays at Formula Botanica, they also take that business diploma.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, so we have 2 left. We have Margaliti from Zita. Wonderful Zita.
Yes. Now, I've had these for a few years, so they've probably gone off by now because they were sent to me a while ago. But this one, you can still see the beautiful color.
Yeah.
This is Zita's Restorative Sea Buckthorn Cleansing Balm. And I got through a fair bit of this, as you can see. And it's that beautiful yellow from the sea buckthorn. And it also is in this gorgeous black mirror and glass packaging, which I always love. And then I've also got, Zita's Hydro Serum.
Nice.
Which is it's a facial gel serum, and it's got lemon balm flower water, chamomile flower water, we've got geranium flower water, rosemary, wild carrot, niacinamide, really beautiful, hyaluronic acid. This is an absolute powerhouse. I won't show it to you because I've had it for a few years, so it is past its sell-by date now. But the other thing that Margaliti sent me, that Zita sent me, was her own distilled lavender essential oil, because she grows her own herbs as well, and she has a big lavender field where she collects some of the ingredients that go into her formulations. And I will say that essential oil is the nicest one I've ever been sent, hands down.
Wow, that's praise indeed, if that's the nicest one you've ever been sent. I spoke to Zita actually, and she was inspired by the lavender field next to her. She just couldn't look at this lavender and not create a brand. It really drove her to do it, and she named the brand after her mum, which is really, really sweet. And she credits Formula Botanica with helping her to do that. And I asked her, what would you say to someone who was going to create a brand and they were worried about it? She just said, you've got to do what sets your heart on fire. So if you're watching and that is you, then Zita's speaking right to you.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Yes.
Okay.
Her brand is amazing.
Last one, we have the wonderful Lil Fox from all the way in Miami.
I know. So Alexis studied with us back in 2015, 2014, I'm going to say. She was one of our
14,
earlier,
I think it was.
Yeah, earlier cohort of students. And she launched Lil Fox, 2016, 17, I'm going to say.
I want to say 16. Don't quote me, but I do want to say 16, yeah.
Okay. And it's sort of a whimsical brand. She calls herself Madam Fox. She's got the whole brand and the glam going with it. I've been on their mailing list for several years. It's really fun the way she puts it out into the world. And I mean, look at that packaging as well. It's really funky and modern.
It's really different. If you check out her Instagram, you feel like you're in some kind of 70s kind of beauty jungle type thing, which is very distinctive. So it's very clever.
Let me get one out for you. So again, these are past their sell-by date because I've had them for a little while. But we've got the Amazon After Dark Melty Jungle Cleansing Balm. Let's see what this one looks like now. It's solidified a little bit, but it still smells pretty good. And it's a lovely color still, so it gives you a bit of an impression. But it contains Mura butter. We've got, excuse me, we've got mango butter. We've got all sorts of things in here, actually, but she's abbreviated everything, so I'm a little clueless. Nigella seed oil. We've got rose geranium. We've got neroli. Really beautiful ingredients in here. So go and check out Lil Fox. She's also got Mr. Fox, which is the men's range now as well.
Oh, nice. And when I went to LA, actually, I saw her everywhere. Every kind of well-being shop I went in, she had managed to kind of make her little home in every single place I went into. So yeah, she really has tried to corner that market.
Yeah, I think she's also on Goop, actually, if I remember correctly.
I think so, yes. Yeah, hanging out with Gwyneth. There is actually one brand I've got right in front of me, which I forgot. So we will do that one as well.
Okay.
The lovely Solidome, which I believe Lorraine actually bought herself this week. Even though she gets sent so many products, she actually went out there and purchased Solidome. I'm going to open mine.
Yeah, I don't get sent that much hair care yet. Not many people do hair care, but I have to say I absolutely love Solidome. And Svetlana, who made Solidome, took our business diploma and
She did.
obviously poured all of that knowledge into creating this incredible brand.
Oh, I
Show
forget
us
where
what
my
you got.
camera is. She's done these. Well, her products are amazing, but obviously, she found a really good way to get them out there, which is by creating these small little testers. They are just like for dry hair, oily hair. They smell absolutely. Oh, sorry. They smell absolutely amazing. This one here is my favorite. Oh, is it this one? So I have the larger version of that also, but I have worn it down. So I'm going to let Lorraine show hers because it'll be a little bit more attractive.
Yeah, this literally came a couple of days ago. This is Svetlana's conditioning bar, and it smells really strongly of patchouli. And the thing I love is, because I've obviously got really long straight hair, is when I smooth it down my hair, it doesn't feel tangled when I come out the shower.
Yeah.
And the other really cool thing is my hair then smells of patchouli afterwards.
Yeah.
Just relevant.
And you need hardly, I've just used that this week. You could need hardly any of that product as well. She really has created some amazing bars out there. And obviously, as you said earlier, bars are really popular right now. So her brand is fantastic.
Yeah, and it's a really strong brand. Lovely website. Go and check her out. She's poured all of that business knowledge into creating this amazing brand. So make sure you go and support Solidome.
Yeah, well done. That is it. Now we have so many more to show you, but obviously we would be here forever. So we have chosen just a few of them. But if you do want to check out more of the graduate brands, as Lorraine said, please do check out our graduate gallery. There is 300 brands on there represented all around the world. So there is so many to choose from. You'll need hours to go through them, but it really does show you what can be achievable. And also take note of the differences in them as well. Like people really have brought their history, their imagination to creating these brands, and they've done amazingly well. And we're proud of all of them.
Yes, we are. They're incredible. And yeah, I absolutely love them to bits. I'm looking at all these products here in front of me.
Yeah.
You can't see them, they're off camera, but it is such a privilege to see how we're helping people change their lives and how they're starting these brands, how they're learning those formulation skills and then turning that into something that will be in their life forever.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful that we're part of that. And as I showed you at the beginning, all those letters I've been sent, all those cards, all those thank you notes. It is, it's hard to put into words what that means, actually. It means everything.
Yeah, it really does. And as I said earlier, you don't need to think about creating a brand with 10 products. We have people starting with 2, we have people starting with 1, and then they scale up to whichever they want to do. And it really is just about happiness and creating some success for yourself, which is 100% achievable.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And of course, enrollment has just opened. And even in the last few hours since we opened, we've already welcomed in, I don't even know, dozens and dozens and dozens of new students. And there'll be hundreds by the end of today, I have no doubt. And until next week, Tuesday at 4 p.m, enrollment will be open. So I know that maybe sounds like a week away. A week goes quickly. So if you want to be part of the 2023 intake, you've got to hurry up and get your name down on that list, get your course fees paid, and you'll be starting straight away. Like the moment you sign up, give us about 10-15 minutes to set up your student account, which will all happen automatically in the background. And then you get sent your details. You're straight in there. Within a matter of days, you will be formulating too. How exciting is that?
And when you do come and join us or me in the online classroom, come and say hello and let us know what you've decided to study, because I would love to see it. And I'll make sure I say hello. Just find our little welcome thread. It's pinned to the beginning of the group. And we hope to see you join our enrollment. And what maybe in a year's time, we'll be showcasing your brand, which will be absolutely amazing. This could be you.
I know. And I think a lot of people who study with us don't necessarily think that they can do it. And that's why we show you these products as well, to make sure that you realize you absolutely can do it. This could be you in a year's time. You could be creating your own balms and oils and serums and boosters and creams and lotion bars and all sorts of things. You've just got to get started. And that's what every single one of our graduates has done as well. They went through the same courses that all these new people are enrolling for at the moment, and they just got started and took those baby steps, and look at where they are today. I mean, we didn't talk about the fact that Nopalera has raised almost $3 million in investment funding recently. There are so many amazing stories with all of these brands. This could be you soon too. And Yeah, just start to visualize what you want your future to look like and how you want formulation to fit into it. And we're here, we're waiting for you, and we're ready for enrollment.
Exactly. And we help you every step of the way. If you do make that decision, we are there through your whole journey from the beginning, middle, and all the way through to the end when you have a brand as well.
Yes, indeed. If we haven't answered any of your questions, I know there've been a few in the chat, and hopefully I know the team's been in the chat answering quite a few,
Yeah.
but if you have any enrollment or admissions questions, get in touch with us. So you can write to us at hello@formulabotanica.com. We have a live chat functionality on the website as well, where you can talk to us.
Yeah.
There's also a phone number you can call. So give us a call if you want between in UK working hours, and the team will be there to chat to you. And so don't forget, one more week and then we close enrollment again, and it won't be open again until later in the second half of the year. So if you want to be part of this year's intake, you've got to be quick.
Great. Thanks very much, Lorraine. Good note to end on. So we will see you very, very soon. And thank you so much for joining us. And please do check out our graduate brands and use all the links that our team are adding in the chat. And yeah, we'll see you in the online classroom.
Yes, see you soon. Take care, everyone.